that time again for a walk with Walt. And today, what we're going to be talking about are Disney quotes. Now, normally, I just memorize what I would tell you about Disney. But unfortunately, since he was a quote-making machine, I'm actually going to have to read from a phone. So we're going to look at some quotes. And the first thing we're going to do is look up some of his quotes from life. One of the things he said is, life is composed of lights and shadows, and we would be untruthful, insincere, and saccharine if we tried to pretend there were no shadows. I mean, it's a pretty good quote. What this would mean, I don't know. Let's see. Laughter is America's most important export. That I can see is true. I do. I mean, we are the entertainment capital of the world. And just with the laughter, the comedy from movies and everything that we do, I feel like it would probably does help the world out the way it is. And you understand that a lot of times when stuff is made like that, it's actually not made just for us. It's made for people outside of the United States. So I could see that being true. Let's see. There's more treasure in books than all in the pirates' loots on Treasure Island. Knowledge, yes. You get knowledge from books, stories, all kinds of stuff. Things you're going to remember more than all the treasures in the world can give you. I mean, I don't know how much truer a statement could be, but I believe that is true. You get more from books than what you do from a pirate's treasure chest. Alright. The era we are living in today is a dream of coming true. That is true. And it's even more true today than what it was when he made that quote. I mean, if there's any time in your life you'd want to live, now. Because, I mean, we got stuff that we didn't have 50 years ago, stuff we didn't have 20 years ago. And that statement, I mean, back then was just as true as it is today. Let's see what else he has. Somehow I can't believe that there are any heights that can't be scaled by a man who knows the secret of making dreams come true. This special secret, it seems to me, can be summarized in 4 C's. They are curiosity, confidence, courage, and constancy. I mean, if you have a dream, you have the courage, I mean, if you have all that, there's no way it can't come true. There's nothing that can stop you. These are things, this is actually, I mean, what he's saying is somewhat common sense, really, if you think about it. Because if you're not going to work for it to come true, it's probably not going to come true. Alright, let's see. A man should never neglect his family for business. Also true. A man is nothing without his family. So, even when it comes to business should come after family. Because in the end, if something were to happen where everything changed tomorrow and all this technology went away, the only people you can depend on are friends and family. I mean, your business is gone. What's left? Leadership means that a group, or large or small, is willing to entrust authority to a person who has shown judgment, wisdom, personal appeal, and proven competence. This is also true. I mean, and able to put somebody into a leadership spot, they have to be trustworthy. They have to have everything that he's just said. Without that, it's not a person you want there. That's a person who's set up to fail. It's a person you don't want to put into that spot. And I mean, I see a lot of places where they're just people who say yes to everything, and those aren't leaders. Those are people. They're just, I mean, they're not making the hard decisions. They're not doing anything like that. They're just following anything that they're told, and that's not leadership. Fantasy and reality often overlap. This is also true. I mean, every time you walk into Disneyland, Disney World, fantasy and reality do overlap. And it doesn't only happen there, it happens in all different places. The important thing is the family. If you can keep the family together, and that's the backbone of our whole business, catering to families, that's what we hope to do. Families are important. I mean, there's been proof, or there's been statistics that show broken families, children have harder times when they become adults. And I don't know of anything that is more important than family. Without family, you have nothing. There is nothing funnier than the human animal. Well, that's probably true. I mean, we make mistakes and we do some stupid stuff. And I don't know why the human animal wouldn't be the funniest thing. Our heritage and ideals, our code and standards, the things we live by and teach our children, as preserved or diminished by how freely we exchange ideas and feelings. That's true. We've got to be willing to listen to new ideas, listen to feelings, and all that kind of stuff. We can't just close stuff out. We have to have an open mind towards a lot of different ideas and stuff like that. Without being open mind to new ideas, we'll never grow. Hold on. Inspirational Walt Disney quotes. Okay. The way to get started is to quit talking and be doing. Yeah. I can think of a lot of people I work with that really need that quote. Because when it's time to work, they don't know when it's time to stop talking. I always like to look on the optimistic side of life, but I am realistic enough to know that life is a complex matter. That's also true. Life is very complex, and but optimism. If you're optimistic, you're usually in a better mood than most. I know a lot of people who are negative, and some have a reason to be. But the more optimistic you are, the better and happier you will be through the day. I always like to do a good job. You don't have to worry about the money. It will take care of itself. Just do your best work, then try to trump it. I mean, what he's saying is doing the best you can one day, and the very next day try to do better the next day. And if you continue to do that, you won't have to worry about money. It originally will take care of itself. And we'll read one more. Let me find one. When you believe in a thing, believe in it all the way. Implicitly and unquestionable. There you go. You should. It's basically everything looking like from a child's like mind. And I mean, how hard is it to look at something and believe in it? But so that's gonna be it. So this was a walk with Walt, and if you like the content, please leave a like, a comment. If you're just finding this channel, please subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you know when we post a video or go live. But as for that, I hope to see you on the next walk. Thanks.